I'm sitting in one of the accommodations at Lakeshore Pentecostal Camp, where children will come for Camp Echo and experience camp for the very first time, many of them, an opportunity that they wouldn't have if we didn't provide it for them. So this is where they would stay, where they would receive a sleeping bag and pillow and toiletries that when they go home, they take them with them. Camp Echo is a camp that's provided for children from the inner city, from the GTA, and from communities where they wouldn't have this opportunity. And I get to enjoy the stories afterwards. I'll never forget when the kids went down to the beach, and as they lined up along the shore, one little girl shouted on the top of her lungs, "I've never seen a pool this big." You see, they'd never seen Lake Ontario, so it was a pretty incredible experience. I'll never forget meeting a 7-year-old little boy who had never been to camp. He didn't say much, and you could tell that there was a lot of concern in his face. So when I spoke to the pastor that brought him to the camp, I found out that he had experienced a very traumatic situation in which he actually witnessed a friend of his, a 5-year-old little girl, being hit by a truck. And this little 7-year-old boy actually went to help this little girl and pull her out from underneath the vehicle, and what he saw was extremely traumatic and left him with post-traumatic disorder. He had never slept through the night since this because he was experiencing nightmares. And for 4 days at Camp Echo, this little boy slept peacefully every single night. Camp Echo affects these kids far beyond the 4 days that they're here. One pastor reported that when they went back to church, he was having a water baptismal service, and 5 children had signed up to declare their relationship with the Lord through water baptism. And when these kids gave their testimony, 3 of these 5 children testified that they had given their hearts to the Lord at Camp Echo. Camp Echo has existed now for 8 years, and we're beginning to see children who spent time at Camp Echo now coming back and investing in kids as their camp coach. It's pretty exciting to see young people who have been affected by the camp then in turn coming back and influencing and impacting the lives of kids now. Because of your financial support, this is possible. Because of what you give sacrificially, these children have the opportunity to come to this camp, to participate in the program, to receive spiritually, and to be nurtured physically and emotionally, and to be blessed as every child leaves this camp with their own sleeping bag and pillow. They have a toiletry bag that's given, and we provide them with backpacks and school supplies, of which many families report that without it, they didn't know what they would do. So this is my personal thank you to you for giving to Camp Echo and making it possible.